Hello friends, hello neighbors, this is your mailman and welcome back to the channel for more Madden NFL 08 NFL Superstar Mode with Malik Thomas. And today we are completing season number 1 with the Arizona Cardinals. Our regular season finale will take place in Seattle against the 8-7 Seattle Seahawks. Now the Cardinals find themselves with a record of 9-6. They have done pretty well in the division so far. It's a very tight race, but we need to win in order to secure a spot in the playoffs. Here's a look at the NFC standing so far. The Falcons have wrapped up the NFC South and are now looking for home field advantage with a record of 11-4. Then you've got Washington, the 49ers, and the New York Giants at 10-5. The Chicago Bears have won the NFC North with a record of 9-6. But then at the bottom of the list, you've got the Cardinals and Seahawks on the outside looking in. Now, nothing is certainly set in stone. Only the Falcons and the Bears have clinched playoff spots. So that means we've got many things moving this week. Week 17 is going to determine a lot. Right now, the 2 seed, 3 seed, and 4 seed all have the same record. They're only one game ahead of the Cardinals. So who knows, if we win and maybe one of them lose, or even if they win, we might get in. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out, to be honest. All we need to worry about is taking care of our business. And we haven't even talked about Malik Thomas. He, right now, has 1,885 yards, 14 touchdowns going into the regular season finale. So the question is, can he, in his first season as a full-time starter, rush for over 2,000 yards? Well, we're going to find out in Week 17 in Seattle against the division rival Seahawks. A possible playoff spot on the line. Let's get into the action. First quarter, opening drive. Matt Hasselbeck off the play action, throws deep downfield, and it's caught. The one-on-one coverage. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Number 85 on the receiving end, and the Seahawks take an early 7-0 lead. Then the Cardinals with the football. Matt Leinart connecting right there with All-Pro Larry Fitzgerald. First down, Cardinals. Then to Malik Thomas, and he takes it to the right side. Spin move, 9-yard gain. Then at the 24-yard line of the Seahawks, Malik again with the football, picking up a first down and more, is tackled at the 8-yard line. Then on second and goal, he takes the handoff, spin move, into the end zone, touchdown, Arizona Cardinals. And he absolutely made Lofa Tatupu look foolish. Touchdown Cardinals, tied at 7. Back to the Seahawks. On third down, Hasselbeck connects to his receiver, number 87, and he takes it into Cardinals territory. But on third down and 4, Seahawks aren't able to convert on the run play, so the Cardinals get the football, and that means some more Malik Thomas. Right there, he picks up a first down on his own, and then another first down. Malik takes it to the 43-yard line. First down, back to Malik, this time pitch to the right. He's got blockers downfield. He picks up a first down and gets tackled at the Seahawks 41. But Matt Leinart is sacked on fourth down, so we have to punt it away. Seahawks back with the football, still in the first quarter. Hasselbeck throw, left side. That's caught for a first down. Then Hasselbeck drops back, and he throws, gets it deep to his receiver, down to the 35-yard line. It's a handoff to the right, and the Seahawks fumble the football away, and it's the Cardinals who are there to recover the fumble and take it deep into Seahawks territory. That, an exciting play, is going to wrap up the first quarter. But the Cardinals can only kick a field goal off the turnover, so it's 10-7. Third down, Cardinals back with the football. Matt Leinart rolls left side, throws it, and gets it to LeBron Beasley. He gets a first down past midfield into Seahawks territory. Then Malik with the handoff, following his blockers, picks up a first down and some more, down to the 25-yard line, then pitch to the right side, but the Seahawks are there to defend it, short gain. Then back to Malik on the draw, on second down, another short gain. So on third down and 5, Malik out of the game. Leinart drops it in the flat to Andy Cox, the backup, so we have to kick a field goal, and it is no good! And that's going to take us to halftime. Cardinals still have the lead, though. It is 10-7, and Malik Thomas is having himself one of the best first halves he's had in his career. 12 carries, 119 yards, averaging just about 10 yards every time he touches the football, and of course he has the one rushing TD. Time for the second half of the regular season finale. Seahawks with the football, third down at the 45 of the Cardinals, first down right there. Then at the 35-yard line, Hasselbeck off the play action, throws deep into the end zone, and it's incomplete. He had one-on-one coverage but couldn't connect. But no worries, they're able to move the football for another first down. But then inside the 10-yard line, third and goal, it is intercepted by the Cardinals secondary. He's tackled into the end zone for a touchback, and that's pretty much all that happened in the third quarter. Cardinals still with the lead in this low-scoring affair, 10-7. Fourth quarter, Seahawks with the football. Matt Hasselbeck throws left side, and it's complete for a 7-yard gain. But it's not good enough for a first down, so they're going to go for it on fourth down at midfield, and they convert. A gutsy call by the CPU right there. I got to give him credit. Then they give it right back to the running back, and he puts it on the ball. And the Cardinals are there, but it's immediately challenged, and it is also immediately apparent that his elbow was on the ground, so the Seahawks are going to keep the football, and it's third down. Incomplete, so the Seahawks have a chance to tie this game, and it's up, and it is good. So we've got a tie ball game with 3.5 minutes to go. Cardinals have the football. Third down and 8 at the 21-yard line. Under 3 minutes now. Matt Leinart throws and gets it to Waters, and Waters is alone. He's going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Arizona Cardinals! And he is able to outrun that Seahawks secondary. Lofa Tatupu just does not have the speed. And just like that, the Cardinals take a 7-point lead in the regular season finale. But the Seahawks strike right back immediately to Champion, who's already had a touchdown earlier in this game. That was the first play of that drive. So all of a sudden, it's 17-17. Cardinals have the football, 2 minutes to go. And Malik Thomas, like a magician, comes out of nowhere and picks up that football, preventing it from being incomplete. He is just in the right place at the right time. First down completion. Later on, 1.5 minutes to go. Third down. Matt Leinart throws right side, and it is complete. First down, Cardinals. Another third down a couple of plays later, and this time Matt Leinart is sacked with 1.10 minutes to go. So the Cardinals have no choice but to punt it to the Seahawks. Seahawks back with the football. That completion is good for a first down. Then on third down later in the drive, another clutch completion to midfield. Seahawks have the football with 35 seconds to go. Hasselbeck steps into the pocket, and he delivers to his wide receiver down the sideline, making a few men miss, and he jogs into the end zone, a 59-yard touchdown pass. And the Seattle Seahawks jump ahead. It's 24-17 with under 30 seconds to go. Nothing but fireworks here in the fourth quarter. Cardinals back with the football. Leinart gets it to Pope over the middle of the field, and it's caught, but the Cardinals are forced to call a timeout. Third down and 2. Leinart back to pass, left side, incomplete. So it's now fourth down. Our season comes down to this. Leinart is sacked on fourth down, and that is going to end this game. The Arizona Cardinals fall to the division rivals Seattle Seahawks. Final score: Seahawks 24, Arizona Cardinals 17. And I have to remind you that the score of this game going into the fourth quarter was 10-10. So what a fourth quarter it was, even though we did not come out on top. But Malik still had a great game, 24 carries, 147 yards, and 1 touchdown. A good game indeed by Malik, but this loss is going to have consequences. That drops us to 9-7, and with the win, the Seahawks leapfrog the Cardinals for second place in the division, but more importantly, they are able to clinch the 6th and final playoff spot in the NFC. Just barely getting over the Cardinals and Lions. A very disappointing end to the Cardinals season, and it stings a lot more when you give up a playoff spot to your division rival. But that's how it goes in the NFL. That's what makes this game so exciting. And I'm not very disappointed because I had much lower expectations. I knew going into this season that the Cardinals roster was just not going to be the same as the roster in Indianapolis last year. So let's wrap up the season and look ahead. Malik finished with 2,032 yards, 15 touchdowns on the ground, while averaging 5.4 yards per carry. He did not put the ball on the ground even once. And in the passing game, 41 receptions for 660 yards, averaging 16 yards per catch. Throw in 11 touchdowns. And if you do the math correctly, that means Malik Thomas has scored 26 total touchdowns in 2009. And as a result, Malik Thomas is your Offensive Player of the Year, and it's no surprise. Almost 2,700 yards in total offense, 16 touchdowns, obviously deserving of that award. Now let's take a look at the final division standings. The Bengals have won the AFC North over the Steelers with a record of 9-7. Of course, the Colts win the AFC South at 12-4. The Patriots 15-1. They win the East. And in the AFC West, the Chiefs outlast the Chargers with a record of 10-6. The Chicago Bears win the NFC North at 10-6, and in the NFC South, the Falcons clinching home field advantage with a record of 12-4. Washington wins the NFC East at 11-5, one game over the wildcard Giants, and of course in the NFC West, the 49ers over the Seahawks and Cardinals are the division winners. Antonio Pierce of the Giants is the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Once again, Malik Thomas is the Offensive Player of the Year. The Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Chauncey Duncan of the Tennessee Titans. He was the 6th overall pick in this past year's draft. He rushed for 1,434 yards, 9 touchdowns, and averaging just under 4 yards per carry. Ryan Valentine of the New York Jets is the Defensive Rookie of the Year. He was the 14th overall pick, and he finished with 72 tackles, 7 sacks, 3 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. And Michael Vick is the NFL MVP, and there is no debate why. He rushed for almost 2,000 yards as a quarterback, averaging over 10 yards every time he ran the football. He is going to continue getting MVP awards with seasons like that. It's going to make it pretty difficult for Malik to win the MVP as long as Michael Vick is in the league. One last look at the Cardinals' schedule. They finished with a record of 9-7, an improvement of their 7-9 record from a year ago. And in the Super Bowl, the Indianapolis Colts defeat Washington 30-16, and the Colts win another ring just a season after Malik Thomas leaves the organization. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Is Malik feeling jealous? Is he happy for his former teammates? Are both of those statements true? On the one hand, we wanted Malik to have the opportunity to be a full-time starter. He's a 99 overall. He shouldn't be sharing snaps with anybody. But on the other hand, we were on a really good football team. That might have been Malik's best chance to win a Super Bowl. But does that mean we're just more motivated to win a ring in Arizona? Maybe so. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of second-guessing myself. What do you think? Did Malik make the right decision? Should he have stayed with the Colts? Or is he where he's supposed to be? Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Meanwhile, we've got one more taste of football before we move on to 2010. Malik Thomas is in the Pro Bowl for the second time in his career, and he is having himself a pretty good game. Now, I'm not going to show the entire game highlights. We're just going to focus on Malik's performance, especially the runs like this to the left side, making a move and pushing his way towards the end zone. Touchdown, NFC! Malik Thomas takes it into the end zone, his first career Pro Bowl touchdown. Then Eli hands it off to Malik, short gain right there. Then Manning back to pass, throws it to Malik, and he picks up a first down and is tackled at the 40-yard line. Eli will pass again, and he connects once more to Malik, another first down by the air. Then Malik takes the direct snap from the gun. He picks up a first down, and that was just about it from Malik. The AFC would go on to win the Pro Bowl 24-21. And Malik finished the game with 12 carries, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown, but he contributed even more in the passing game with 6 catches and 73 yards. So there you go. We have now completed 3 seasons in the NFL with Malik Thomas. And what a season it was. With all of the offseason drama last year, the question of whether Malik would return to Indianapolis and where he would sign in free agency, then taking over the RB1 role in Arizona, rushing for 2,000 yards and just barely missing the playoffs. What an exciting season it was indeed. Malik made some pretty big strides in season number 3. He went from splitting carries in Indianapolis to being a 2,000-yard rusher all in 1 year. And he's got much bigger things to accomplish, no doubt about it. He's looking to take the Cardinals into the playoffs and earn a Super Bowl ring. Can that happen soon? Is it gonna take some time? Who knows? But I am still so excited for what's to come. Now, on a separate note, I created a franchise mode in Madden 08 with the Oakland Raiders. It's on the channel, go and take a look. When I started that franchise mode, I was posting full gameplay footage without any commentary. And recently, I've been thinking a lot about picking it back up. The idea would be to condense some of the gameplay footage, add some commentary, and have you guys help me make some key decisions like trades, free agency, hiring coaches, everything that franchise mode offers. Because I've got to be completely honest with you guys, franchise mode is my favorite mode in Madden, especially on these older Maddens. These older Madden games just have better franchise modes than what we see today. That's my opinion. It may not be everybody else's, but I want to stick with it for a little bit longer. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in seeing some franchise mode coming back? Or do you want me to focus just on Malik? I want to be a man of the people. So drop a comment and let me know. Meanwhile, thank you all for watching this series. It has been a ton of fun, and I have appreciated every like, every comment, and every view. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing. And until you hear my voice again, my friends and neighbors, this is your mailman, wishing you a great rest of your day.